Hey everybody, welcome to the Coding Zoo. If this is your first time joining. This is the HTML Building Blocks playlist. My name is Shane, and in today's lesson we're going to cover the HTML5 Summary and Details element. Pretty new features in HTML5, pretty neat. They work together to provide a pretty cool feature. I think you'll like it. I do. If you're interested in learning more about it, hey, stick around. We're going to jump right in. All right, so on my desktop, as usual, I have an index page. I've got my doc type, my head, my link. I've got a meta tag with UTF-8 set. How about a question for today? Does anybody know what the character set UTF-8 is used for? If you know what that is used for, leave me a comment below. Let's explain it to everybody else. And if you're not quite sure, if I don't get too many comments on it, I'm going to do a video in the next few weeks explaining what that's all about. So hey, let's jump in. We have a new element in HTML5. I haven't had a chance to use it that much yet, but I think it's really cool. I'm surprised this was added. I really like it. The new elements are called Details and Summary. So basically the Details element is a new set of tags that a user can use to specify particular details that you can hide or view. So the user can actually click on the details and actually hide them or view them automatically built into your browser. You don't have to do any special CSS, special JavaScript. It's actually already built into the tags. So how it works is you have a details section. That details has the details you want to hide or show. And inside of that details section, you put a summary. Now the summary element is also new and works in conjunction with the details element. The summary element basically is the overview of your details. It's either like a title, or it can be a short paragraph. It can be an overview of what you're trying to put in the details. So you'll always see the summary, but in order to see the details, you have to actually click on the summary to see the details. Hey, let's quit talking about it. Let's look at it in action. Let's go ahead and write some code on it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add a details tag, details element. In that details element, I'm going to add a summary element. Now this is what you'll always see. This part won't hide. So for example, I'm going to go put this is the summary, and it could be like a title or a quick paragraph, anything that you want to put here. And next, I'm going to actually put the details. So I'm going to put that in a paragraph tag. This is the details of my details element. And just for the heck of it, I'm going to go ahead and put 2 paragraphs in there. And you can pretty much put whatever HTML you would like to in this details block. I'm going to go ahead and save it. And I'm going to go over my browser here. I'm going to click refresh. And there we go. This is the summary. So this is that summary element. We're actually seeing it. And if you look right here, I can click on that. And now I actually see the details that were hidden in the details tag. That's pretty cool. It's built in. Usually you'd have to have some CSS and you'd have to hide these divs and all that good stuff. And this is actually built in, ready to go for you. Pretty neat. There's one catch though, and as usual, it's not supported by all browsers, although it is supported by most. And guess which one it's not supported by? You should know by now. Hopefully you do. Well, Internet Explorer. So not supported in Internet Explorer. I think it is on their roadmap. Hopefully there are some HTML5 tags that other browsers are supporting. It's not on the roadmap yet, so you never know with Internet Explorer. I'm going to go ahead and click refresh here too, and let's see what happens. There we go. So how bad was that? You used the tag. It didn't hide anything, but hey, no big deal. You've got, this is the summary, which could be your title, your overview. And then you just have your details being showed underneath that. So even though it won't give you the open and close feature that you get in other browsers, it's still very usable. And it's not depending on the case, maybe it's not a big deal that in IE that it is automatically opened. So maybe not a big deal. Depends on your use case. If you do need something like this in IE, well, it's time to go back to divs and CSS hide and show, all that good stuff. All right, let's try Firefox. Mozilla Firefox. Where's that refresh? There it is. There we go. Works there. Pretty cool. All right, let's go back, and I'm going to add another details element. I'm going to add a summary. I'm going to call it overview. And I'm going to put a list. Like I mentioned earlier, you can put anything you want pretty much in these details. So let's do JavaScript. And let's do CSS. And let's add HTML. Okay. I'm going to save it. I'm going to go over here to my style sheet. I've already included the style sheet here. And keep in mind, you can always change the style of this. So I'm going to add, for my summaries, I'm going to add a special style, pretty much make it look like an H1, H2 tag element. You can actually go ahead and put in an H1, H2 element if you like. I want to use just CSS and a type selector to capitalize the summaries. So I'm going to do font weight, and let's do 800. Let's do font size, and let's do 18 pixels. I'm going to save it. All right, go here, click refresh, and there we go. This is the summary, and there's the details. This is the overview of web technologies needed for web pages, and there's my list. So pretty neat. i.e., let's see what happens. Refresh. So again, it doesn't hide it, but still, you got a nice looking section and title there. Not too bad. And Firefox, of course, it's going to work just fine. So there we go. Pretty simple, pretty easy to use. That's all there is to it. It's very nice and neat. I don't have to worry about hiding a div or anything like that. I just have a summary details. Browser takes care of it for me. So what do you think? Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. I think it's pretty cool myself. All right, let's go ahead and show you one more property or one more attribute that's actually supported with the details and summary elements. I'm going to go to this details here. I'm going to choose open. So I'm going to add the attribute open. Now, the default value is closed. So if I'm going to go here, I'm going to close that, click refresh, and there we go. It defaulted to open. So there is a way to default with it open. Click refresh, and it's open again. All right, so I'm going to show you something real neat. We've seen you can actually style the items that are inside of these elements. Let's go ahead and try something different. I'm going to first I'm going to add a details type selector, and I'm going to add a little margin around each of these sections. Let's do that. Click refresh, and spread it out a little bit. Let's see. Yep, not too bad. Now I'm going to cut and paste some code here from a pretty neat website. I didn't write this code myself. I'll put a link below that points to this website. I just wanted to show you this real quick, how you could experiment and change things up here to make the summary and details, make it your own look and feel. It's very, very doable. So this is from HTML5doctor.com. I'll put a link below in the comments to point you to this page. Go check it out. Pretty nice page. All right, so this is the code. Now we're using a WebKit here, and what we're doing is we're basically going to change the way the marker, the arrow, the triangle rather, that opens and closes the details element. We're going to change it up to be a little different. We're going to use a plus and a minus. Let's save it, and I'm going to click refresh, and there we go. So I have a plus. Click on the plus. I've got a minus. And now I can see the details. I can close it, open it, and open it. So you can make it your own. Don't think you're stuck with the little ugly triangle. It's still very doable, very usable, pretty neat. I really like this element. I like that this behavior is built in. Very neat stuff. I hope you liked the summary and details HTML5 element. I highly recommend you download the code and play around with it. You can download it at thecodingzoo.com. In our lessons page, we usually have that code out there within a couple of weeks of publishing this video. Definitely feel free to either stop the video and code it yourself or download that code and try it out. Very, very neat stuff. I hope you liked today's lesson. If you did, be sure to go ahead and click the like button. If you disliked it, go ahead and click the dislike button. But hey, leave us a comment. Let us know how we can improve. Our goal at the Coding Zoo is to help you and others learn how to program, to become programmers. If you know of anybody else who's trying to learn, hey, point them our way, send them our way. Very soon we're going to have on the website a curriculum that you can follow pretty much like a book to learn different pieces of HTML, JavaScript, and CSS together. And hopefully we'll have quizzes and study notes out there too. So we're going to try to make it a little bit more formal so people can follow step by step and learn. And, you know, also people can just search and find the particular subject they want and just read about that subject too. So we're going to try to support all kinds of users who are looking for different material in different ways. So hopefully that makes sense. Hey, thanks for joining. I hope you have a great week. Hope you have a blessed week. I hope to see you next time. Bye.